This is home. Number 1 sa Mega Manila. Lahat ng drama, tawanan, balita at all-time favorite music hits. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang inyong kasama. We're the place where you truly belong. Mula sa TVH Group of Networks, ito ang inyong himpilan. Ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews at 6.
Good evening, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. This is koolNews at 6. My name is Haro, and we are live on Cool FM and also on News Radio 93.1, where we share the latest news headlines that truly care for you. Let's begin with our first headline, as the Department of Health will focus on access to primary health care and proper nutrition this year, Health Secretary Director Herboso said on Thursday. Speaking at the Bangkok Pilipinas Live briefing, Herboso said these are almost the most challenging areas the sector face. According to Herboso, the DOH will improve primary health services, particularly for those living in geographically isolated areas. Herboso said when asked about the major challenges in the country's healthcare system that he would like to focus on. First and foremost, primary healthcare. It is very important that all Filipinos have access to affordable quality healthcare. That is the promise of the Universal Healthcare Act, a law that aims to ensure that all Filipinos have access to appropriate care at the appropriate time. Meanwhile, Herbosa said that focusing on proper nutrition could help lessen the burden of the health sector. If Filipinos eat healthy food, have regular and proper exercise, and stay away from vices, then they could build a strong immune system, and the government will only have to give them vaccines as prevention for diseases, he said. Herbosa further said that the DOH initiatives were also in line with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s directive to shift the agency's focus from cure to prevention. The Department of Agriculture on Thursday said the price of its rice for all 25 will drop from 40 pesos to 38 pesos per kilogram starting Friday. In a statement, Agriculture Secretary Francisco Tulare Jr. said the price cut precedes the 58 pesos per kilogram maximum suggested retail price. Implementation for 5% broken imported rice effective Monday, January 20. The FRA 25 rice variety is available at Kadiwa centers and kiosks nationwide, along with the RFA 5, which is 5% broken rice, priced at 45 pesos per kilogram, and the RFA 100, also known as solid rice, priced at 36 pesos per kilogram. According to the DA, the MSRP will initially be implemented in Metro Manila markets and reviewed monthly to reflect global price fluctuations and thrift rates. The agency also said it will enforce a stricter suggested retail price framework should imported rice price frequently exceed the MSRP, with corresponding fines and penalties for violations. The to Laurel further explained that the MSRP framework allows sellers to earn around 10 pesos per kilogram on top of the imported rice landed cost or the cost of bringing the rice into the country. However, this pricing rule does not cover specialty rice varieties such as malagkit, Japanese rice, or black rice. If world rice prices remain stable, we anticipate a reduction in the MSRP after the February review, he added. The DA also noted that the current rice tariff, reduced from 35% to 50%, is under evaluation. This tariff policy mandates a review every 4 months, with the next assessments scheduled for March, it added. In November 2024, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ordered the expansion of the 29 pesos RFA program and the establishment of additional Kadiwa centers nationwide. Kadiwa is a market linkage facilitation program aimed at making agricultural products and other basic commodities more accessible and affordable to vulnerable sectors. Expanded Kadiwa sites will offer rice for all at 43 pesos per kilogram or lower, with select locations selling 29 pesos rice depending on stock availability. The Rice for All program is complemented by 29 pesos rice to ensure even wider access to affordable rice varieties. These offers are being expanded across public markets and Kadiwa centers to better serve Filipino consumers, the DA said in a statement. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s stance on the impeachment issue of Vice President Sara Duterte remains unchanged, despite warnings from the Chief Presidential Legal Counsel that Filipinos could face a very detrimental precedent if the logic implied in a recent rally is followed. The Iglesia ni Cristo Peace Rally, held last Monday, was organized to express support for Marcos' rejection of impeachment efforts against Duterte. Juan Ponce Enrile made a Facebook post questioning whether the INC could override constitutional processes, asking, can the INC, with all its members, amend the Constitution or suspend any of its provisions? Are we prepared to discard or sacrifice the value of the rule of law for a person or a group of persons? In response to Enrile, Executive Secretary Lucas Pasamin emphasized Marcos' commitment to fostering open discussion with his administration. He said, in this way, policy making is enriched by diverse views, resulting in decisions distilled from a wealth of varied experiences, different disciplines, and special expertise of those who contribute. While his and Enrile's thoughts may carry weight and are always valued, his is one of many that the President seriously considers, Pasamin continued. Nonetheless, the President's stand on the issue of concern remains unchanged, Pasamin added. In his post, Enrile emphasized that impeachment is a constitutional mechanism for removing a government official and does not equate to imprisonment. As a nation and a state, we will incur a very detrimental precedent if we follow the logic implicit in the INC rally that they mounted. Are we prepared and ready to face the long-term consequences of that INC move? He said. The rally was attended by more than 1 million members of the INC. INC spokesperson Edwell Zabala in an interview asserted that the event was not political. And a security guard at a mall in Metro Manila was dismissed after a viral video showed him destroying a ghost sampaguita for sale just outside the mall premises. The viral video showed a girl wearing a school uniform sitting on the mall steps when the security guard approached her, asked her to leave, and destroyed the sampaguita flowers she was selling. The mall said in a statement on Thursday early morning, "We have called the attention of the security agency to conduct an immediate and thorough investigation. The security guard has been dismissed and will no longer be allowed to service any of our malls." According to the text on the video circulating on social media, the girl and another child were just outside the mall to take shelter from light rains. They were barred from selling on the mall grounds, so they were told to leave. However, they didn't want to leave because the drizzle was getting stronger at that time. They had nowhere to take shelter, but what broke our hearts was what happened next, they read. In response, the mall said, "We regret and emphasize with the young girl who experienced an unfortunate incident outside our mall." It is now 6:10 p.m. as we will continue with more news headlines right here on koolNews at 6. Stay along with us. We will return after this break.
This koolNews edition was brought to you by Musicultura Heritage Foundation Center, a museum of all fan-made multimedia and Philippine history. Visit us today at Greenbelt, Makati City from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Musicultura, a non-profit joint venture project of Able Media and TVH Group of Networks Incorporated. QBA Telecom's all-new Aria Saya 30, now with 10 gigabytes access to Mobile Legends, PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty, Wild Rift, Cookie Run Kingdom, and Clash Royale for 7 days. QBA Telecom, connecting every Filipino story. And Eugen's 5G experience, now available with 1 gigabyte data for BD.Global.
Hello, welcome to the cafe. How can I assist you today, Master?
Vanilla latte and strawberry donuts, please.
Anything else you like? Master?
I'm sorry. I was reading this dedicated magazine page. All of there's random technology in the world and into usual pop culture, you know?
Yes, Master. All of these are available here in the cafe. In the meantime, would you like to listen to our owner's podcast?
Hey everyone, good evening and welcome to my cafe. Good day to everyone. How is your evening so far?
This is Ashley's Cafe, Mondays to Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. and Fridays, 9:30 p.m. Only here on Cool FM.
You're listening to Cool FM.
Number one sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide pa!
Ito na ang dagdag puhunan para sa mga magsasaka, mangingisda at agrarian reform beneficiaries. Hatid ng Land Bank ang AgriSenso Plus. Ang murang pautang na may libreng life insurance at training para sa iyong kabuhayan. Simple, abot kaya, kumpleto at maasahan sa pangangailangang pangkabuhayan. Mag-apply na sa pinakamalapit na Land Bank branch o tumawag sa 0284057000. Land Bank AgriSenso Plus. Kasama mo sa magandang bukas. Your future powered by Land Bank. Land Bank is regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and a member of PDIC and BancNet.
Viva Pit Senyor! Ready na ba mo para sa Sinulog Celebration? Adto sa Metro Department Store Sinulog Sale. Hinaadi to tanan. Gikan inira 17 hangtod sa 19. Hangtod sa 50% ang diskwento on selected items. Mga Sinulog t-shirts, headgears, accessories, tribal costumes, comfortable walking shoes, and sandal for parade and procession. At tunan nato og air conditioners and electric fans for hot weather. Umbrellas and hats for a rain or shine na suroy-suroy. Mamalit sa dahag mga home items, home decors, apparel, flat TV o Bluetooth speakers karon na ligri atong balay. Mag-andam para sa atong Sinulog Fiesta at sa mamalit sa Metro Department Store Sinulog Sale. Gikan Enero 17 hangtod sa 19 pirani. For DTI Fair Trade Permit Number R7CEB 1098 Series of 2024. About ponytail dents, tangles, and frizz? Use Sunsilk Smooth and Manageable every day for 5 times smoother, fragrant hair versus non-conditioning shampoo. Para gandang lugar, ready lahat tayo. Sunsilk. Happy, happy, happy Pista. Today's fruit salad ang bida. Bida. Ang today's ngayong pista. Meron ng papaya, pinya, cherries at nata. Fresh at number 1 pa. Today's fruit salad ang bida. Today's blessing they share. Today's they share what today. Cool FM.
Celebrate the lives of your fallen family heroes with the newly opened chapels of Tahanan ng Alaala in Himlayang Pilipino. We offer premium memorial service by providing 24-hour personalized customer care with flexible funeral and chapel accommodation packages. At Himlayang Pilipino, we give honor to the heroes of your lives. For inquiries, you may contact us at 0968 896 4850 or visit us at www.himlayangpilipino.org and follow us on Facebook, Himlayang Pilipino Incorporated, and on Instagram, HPI Memorial Park.
Himlayang Pilipino.
Senator Amy Marcos po nagpapaalala na habang may buhay ay may pag-asa. Basta wag asa ng asa. Laging magsumika para maging masagana.
Si Senadora Amy. Paalala, Senator Amy Marcos.
This is a paid advertisement.
Newsflash! Ang inisyatibang pagtatayo ng mga economic zones sa bansa isinusulong ni Luis Manong Chavit Singson. Inilahad ni Manong Chavit na ang eco zones ang sagot para magkaroon ng mas maraming trabaho. Dagdag pa niya, kailangan nating ilapit ang trabaho sa mga mamamayan para hindi na nila kailangan pang umalis ng bansa. Sinang-ayunan ito ni Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Juan Ponce Enrile na nagsabing ang 427 economic zones sa bansa ang magbibigay ng economic stability lalo na sa panahon ng krisis. Bilang patunay, ibinahagi ni Manong Chavit ang kanyang karanasan sa pagtatayo ng K-Beauty Industrial Complex at Mangsang District 1 Development Project sa South Korea. Sabi niya, kung nagawa ko na ito sa Korea, magagawa rin natin ito sa Pilipinas. Iginiit din ni Manong Chavit na ang mga eco zones ay hindi lamang oportunidad na maparami ang trabaho. Ito ang magiging lifeline ng ating bansa. Daan din ito upang masigurong maging self-reliant ang Pilipinas at magiging handa sa anumang problemang darating sa hinaharap. Newsflash!
Petron Gasul, Petron Gasul, Petron Gasul, kasaligan sa kusina, sakto sa timbang. Tung sa True Blue Flame, grabe yun kasulit, gold quality standard, dilig yun ka maipit. Petron Gasul, maugoy kasaligan, daghang sunod, pero di yun matukngan. Petron Gasul, Petron Gasolista, Petron Gasul, Petron Gasolista, Petron Gasul, Petron Gasolista, Petron Gasul.
Anumang hiling, kayang tuparin. Everyone achieve the way to comfort living. Adesa, installment made easy, achieve mo na. Adesa, kaya.
Let's continue with our headlines. COMELEC Chairman George Erwin Garcia made this known on Thursday as around 6 billion ballots, including those for the upcoming Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao polls, are set to be disposed due to adjustments brought about by a Supreme Court ruling. Every ballot costs about around 22 pesos each, and the destruction of 6 million ballots will cost 132 million pesos, said Garcia. The Supreme Court on Wednesday blocked the COMELEC move to declare sub-air Quintum Mustafa as a nuisance candidate, which means the ball body should include his name on the list of candidates for senator. The ballot printing for local and absentee voters as well as for Barnum parliamentary elections already began on January 6, but was halted right after the Supreme Court ruling came out. The ballots for local and absentee voters only contain candidates for national posts, including senators, making its destruction necessary to reflect Mustafa's name in line with Supreme Court's directive. For Barnum election ballots, it only contains 109 parliamentary aspirants vying for 65 parliamentary district seats, so Supreme Court ruling should have no effect. Garcia, however, noted that every ballot, including those for Barnum elections, is serialized. Therefore, it may come to a point that it could not be printed in other places because there is a serial number for every ballot, Garcia explained in Filipino. That is one of the things we are resolving. Garcia said they are waiting for the recommendation of the Complex Information and Technology, or ID department, if these ballots could be retained or not. Perhaps the 2.3 million ballots for the parliament could be saved from destruction, Garcia said. Barnum is set to conduct its first ever parliamentary elections concurrent to the May 12 midterm elections. This means that some 2.3 million registered voters in the autonomous region are going to cast two ballots, one for national and one for parliamentary, come election day. A magnitude 4.0 earthquake struck off the coast of Surigao del Norte on Thursday afternoon, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, PhilFox, said. In its latest bulletin, PhilFox reported that the quake occurred at 2:14 p.m. and was located some 21 kilometers east of Burgos in Surigao del Norte. The tremor, which was tectonic in origin, had a depth of 13 kilometers. The initial report classified the earthquake as magnitude 4.2 with a depth of 10 kilometers. However, PhilFox told Inquirer.net in a phone call that the initial report was based on an automatic solution or preliminary data generated by its monitoring system. PhilFox likewise said that no damages or additional aftershocks are expected from the earthquake. The health department is ready to roll out its planned human papillomavirus vaccination program for young girls in 2025, following President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s approval of the budget for the initiative. Health Secretary Deodoro Herbosa said in Filipino during the Bagong Pilipinas Night briefing on Thursday, "What I asked of the President and he granted was to allocate the budget for the human papillomavirus vaccination for all girls. It's very important because the HPV vaccination is expensive. 4,000 pesos per dose, 2 doses are needed, 8,000 pesos per 9-year-old girl. The HPV vaccine is a protection against most cases of follicular cancer. That's also billions, but I'm glad the President gave that," Herbosa said in a mix of Filipino and English. Based on data from the Department of Health as of May 23, 7,897 Filipinos are diagnosed with cervical cancer each year, and 4,052 die from the disease. It also ranks second in cancers among women and in the country, and the second most common cancer in women between the ages of 15 and 44. And 10 of the 29 cops ordered arrested for their alleged involvement in the mishandled 6.7 billion pesos drug case were already in the custody of the Philippine National Police as of Thursday. The Manila Regional Trial Court on Monday ordered the arrest for bungling the prosecution of individuals implicated in the October 2022 drug case. 9 were arrested and 1 surrendered as of 10:20 a.m. on January 16, according to PNP's data. Additionally, 8 of them were active duty personnel, while 2 had optionally retired. The PNP had said that among the ranks, 4 were patrolmen, 1 lieutenant colonel, 1 major, 1 captain, 1 lieutenant, 1 executive master sergeant, and 1 senior master sergeant. 2 active duty personnel and 2 retirees are now under the custody of the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, while 2 more active active officers are in the custody of the Pasay City Police Station. Meanwhile, the Integrated Monitoring and Enforcement Group, the Drug Enforcement Group, and the intelligence units of both the Pandangas and Laguna Police Provincial Offices each have one active officer in their custody. In response to the issuance of the warrant, the PNP on Tuesday formed a task force to swiftly apprehend the officers involved and found no mercy for wrongdoers. As we head over to international headlines, hundreds of islanders have been evacuated, with thousands more awaiting their turn following increased volcanic eruptions in eastern Indonesia, officials said on Thursday. Mountain Ibu, located on the remote island of Halmahera in North Maluku province, erupted on Wednesday, sending a column of smoke up to 4 kilometers or 2.5 miles into the sky. The volcano's alert status was immediately raised to the highest level by Indonesia's Geological Agency, prompting local authorities to call for the evacuation of 3,000 people living nearby. As of Thursday morning, 517 residents from the village closest to the volcano have been evacuated, with the remaining residents scheduled to be moved later in the afternoon. The evacuation shelters have been prepared by the local administration, and today a thorough evacuation will be conducted for all residents in 6 villages, said a spokesman of the local disaster management agency, Irfan Idris. He added that evacuations began on Wednesday at 6 p.m. but were delayed due to administrative and logistical issues. Rainfall since Thursday morning further hampered the process, he said. According to an AFP reporter, residents were still carrying out their daily activities in their respective villages as trucks prepared for evacuation. Of course, there is some fear and concern, but we are already used to the eruptions here, 32-year-old resident Rista Tuyu said. In a week, eruptions could happen 3 to 4 times, but the biggest one occurred this week, she said. She added that she hoped the volcano would calm down soon so the village community could resume to their daily lives. And the Japanese government panel said Thursday it has slightly raised its estimated probability of a megaquake to up to 82% in the next 30 years. Such a jolt could potentially have a devastating 8 to 9 magnitude, triggering cultural tsunamis, kill several hundred thousand people, and cause billions of dollars in damage, experts say. The Earthquake Research Committee said it has increased its estimate of the probability to between 75 and 82% from between 74 and 81% previously. It concerns what is known as a subduction megaquake along the Nakai-Tru, an 800-kilometer or 500-mile undersea gully running parallel to Japan's Pacific coast. This trench is where the Philippine Sea oceanic tectonic plate is subducting or slowly slipping underneath the continental plate that Japan sits on top of. The plates become stuck as they move, storing up vast amounts of energy that is released when they break free, causing potentially massive earthquakes. Over the past 1,400 years, megaquakes in the Nakai-Tru have occurred every 100 to 200 years, according to the government's headquarters for earthquake research promotion. As we are running out of time, we will be quick with the showbiz. Virginie Velasquez is open to returning to acting as long as the material is right for her, with preference to comedy and light genres. Velasquez said she is more open to an acting comeback during a press conference for her upcoming Reset concert in Makati when asked if there's a chance she will act again. She said, "It just mas open ako na yon. Inisip ko if there is an offer, if the role is right, if the role is good, I will surely think about it. Kasi parang ang tangkal na rin. Parang 5 or 6 years na rin akong hindi umaarte. Auto-maarte lang talaga ako. But as far as acting is concerned, again, if there is a right role, yes, I will consider it," she continued. The singer-actress pointed out that she is more open to taking on comedies and light dramas, saying she wants to get used to the grind before experimenting with other genres. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 1 minute before 6:30 p.m. and that is set for koolNews. As always, coming up next on Kool News is After Profit. Good evening.